Disney has started its marketing blitz for Ironheart. Yes, yay! Slay Nubian Queen. This is exactly what Marvel fans have been asking for. Another strong black female lead. Yes. Please clap, everybody. So I guess it's not going to be the story about the mantle of Iron Man getting passed, which it kind of is no matter what. Even if they don't do the story of that, they're just going to pretend she has the mantle anyway, and she's going to be, let's be honest. I don't even have to watch it. She's going to be better, stronger, faster, smarter than Iron Man, quirkier than Iron Man, sassier than Iron Man. And that's what we're going to see with Ironheart that's going to be coming out next month on Disney+. So let's get into this news in just a moment. I just can't believe that. Why didn't they scrap this? They should have gone full David Zaslav. And remember how the Batgirl movie, they were going to make this diverse and inclusive Batgirl, ended it? That would have been the smartest thing for Disney to do here, because this is going to be a atrocious failure for the MCU. I want to say we haven't seen, but we've seen quite a few. We saw the Marvels. We saw... of course, the Eternals. Oh, my gosh. It just keeps getting worse and worse for them. But they doubled down on diversity, and they have all these in the pipeline, so I guess they got to come out. My gosh. Please hit the like and subscribe button and join us here, guys. It's so important to get on Fandom Pulse as a Substack. We tell all the news that's going on with the MCU, Star Wars, Star Trek, Doctor Who, Warhammer 40K, comics, games, everything out there. And we do about 8 to 10 articles a day. I can't even cover them all on YouTube here. And we're doing this full time because I think written news media is so important, my friends, because there's IGN, there's Screen Rant, there's CBR, there's all these shill medias that just get access from these companies and don't tell the truth about what's going on with DEI. And we are trying to change that one step at a time. So please, this is in the description below. Sign up here. You get on our list right here. It's free. You get to see everything. We do have a few paid articles. If you do want to support, it's so important because we do not have paid advertising. We completely rely on people like you. We're getting about a couple a day, too, so we're getting very good on this. And like I said, there's 2 of us doing this full time, so we do need your help to keep this going and make this the big site it really deserves to be. Really appreciate you. We've been I came from the Federalist and PJ Media, and my business partner John Trent ran Bounding Into Comics for multiple years before they censored him. And so we're trying to do the uncensored news here and really appreciate your support. That's in the description below. Thank you guys for signing up. All right, so the Marvel Studios executives are attempting to pitch their latest Disney Plus series, Ironheart, to the general public, proclaiming that Ironheart's story is not about passing the mantle of Iron Man to her. I watched the trailer of it this morning, and it looks like she's robbing a place. They literally took the black girl, gave her powers, and she's going and stealing stuff. You can't make this up. I mean, it's what? Yeah, okay. I guess at least she didn't steal a bicycle, right? That really would have been over the top. But in the feature in the upcoming Marvel Studios head of streaming, television and animation Brad Winderbaum said the story of Ironheart is not a story about the Iron Man mantle being passed. If anything, it's the opposite. Wait a minute. What? Okay. The show's executive producer added, it's really about her proving herself, achieving her own legacy. So it literally is about the mantle being passed. So of course, Robert Downey Jr. is not going to be in it going, you are now officially Iron Man. God bless you, and go forth and be Iron Man, but a black woman. Of course, that's not going to happen. And of course, she has to prove herself and achieve her own. She's even better. Like I said, that's what they love to do with the DEI stuff. If you look at the Captain America and the way they handled that, and the way they handled Winter Soldier and Falcon, it wasn't Steve Rogers showed up and blessed him and knighted him or anything like that either. It was that he made his own legacy and he deserves it, right? It's the same story, right? and yet it's the same thing. It's another replacement character, and it's just it's so tiring at this point. It really is, and this is just the next step of DEI again. When the show originally was announced back in 2020, Kevin Feige promoted it, noting Williams' honor was the most advanced since Iron Man. Ironheart will be a series for Disney Plus about genius inventor RiRi Williams, who has the most advanced suit of armor since Iron Man's. Yes, she's amazing. Dominique Thorne can play the title role, as we like to do. Both Secret Invasion and Ironheart will tie directly into the MCU feature films. In the comics, Ironheart literally takes the place of Iron Man after he's put into a coma by Carol Danvers at the end of Civil War II. In this one, obviously, Iron Man's gone from the events. And spoilers of Endgame if you didn't watch it. But that's going to be the exact same thing, literally just taking over and being the new Iron Man. That's the whole intention of this. In the first issue of it, Brian Michael Bendis has her say, it's like it was meant to be or something. I don't even think that way, but this is too big and too connected. It has to mean something. I'm supposed to be Iron Man now. Me, that's insane. That's what the character, it is insane. It's insanely stupid. Brian Michael Bendis is really the guy who did all of this, by the way. If you don't know his influence on Marvel Comics and then the subsequent MCU because of what Marvel Comics did, he really pushed this agenda really hard. And what happened was back in the day, they actually started this Ultimate Marvel Universe, if you don't read the comics, which is like a reboot of the Marvel Universe, but they're all young and fresh, and it's a new era, and the Avengers are edgy and badass like a 90s comic. That's kind of what they were doing out there. And they did a couple of things with that as it was like the proto-woke era. And as they developed that, they decided to turn Nick Fury into a black guy, which everybody accepted because they literally just drew him like Samuel L. Jackson. Everybody likes Samuel L. Jackson, right? But that was the first like big Marvel like shakeup of, oh, we're going to change these people to be more black now or more women now. And that's exactly what they did. And then the next thing Brian Michael Bendis did, he did the same thing because he Donald Glover, the actor, went out there and was like, I want to play Spider-Man one day. And so Brian Michael Bendis decided to kill off Peter Parker in that universe and made Miles Morales into existence. And so he made his Black Spider-Man just because of that, too. And as you can see, every time he jumps onto a book, Invincible Iron Man, here it is. You've got an Invincible Iron Black Girl now. And that's exactly what Marvel has been doing over the last 20 years, is just replacing every single one of their mainstay characters who were white males with something else, because they claim it's diversity. It's obviously not diverse. It's the opposite. But they have an agenda, and they hate white men. And that's everything that they're coming out with. It drives me crazy. I see all these YouTubers these days saying, woke is dead. Woke is dead. And obviously it's very much not. They're still doing the exact same thing. They're pushing even harder. They've got this coming out. We just had Black Captain America. Thunderbolts just had its strong female lead, New Avengers, right? And so it's like, this is all just the same thing. Andor just had 2 lesbians kissing in the Star Wars universe. I mean, they are not changing their ways whatsoever. In fact, they're doubling down really hard because that's what SJWs always do. And if you've been around long enough, you know that's the case. And so we have to call this out even harder than before. I'm glad you guys are here because it's the real spot. We're not going to back down on any of this stuff because the ride never ends, and we do have to push back against this. So in the 3rd issue, she literally wears the modified Iron Man suit, and so that is what they do in the TV show, or in the comics at least. So what will the TV show be about? Well, yes, she's got her better than Iron Man armor. She's smarter than Iron Man. She's a sassy black girl. That's what we have going on here, and it's really ridiculous that Disney is going and doubling down on this at this point. So we can check some reactions on Twitter for Ironheart real quick and see what's going on here, and we can go Ironheart. And here it is. Heroes do not aspire to be iconic. Villains do. We are done with the MCU, but Disney Marvel is not, is what Nerderotic says. This popped up right away. And, of course, all new series, and this is it. Iconic. And look, this is language that Marvel Studios is trying to use, and this is what they try to do. This is their marketing tactic now. It's a youth demo. I'm trying to get the modern audience youth demographic. They always say that, and a lot of the Gen Z people will say iconic all the time. That's a word they use. So they try to virtue signal that. It comes across as cringy to the people, especially even them. And so they're going to be tuning out of this. The only audience they have are like Gen Y and Gen X people who are interested in Marvel Comics still, and they don't understand that. Just going after the wrong demographic all the time. You're not going to capture a young woman demographic with superhero stuff, and they keep doubling down on it over and over and over again. So let's see. I said no one wants DEI Iron Man. It's 2025. Trump won. It's only 6 episodes, 2 weeks? So, yeah, if they don't release it all at once. There is a theory that they are going to release it all at once and just dump it and get rid of it and pretend it doesn't exist because they know it's going to be a disaster. Master of the TDS says, what will you do, RiRi? Steal money and technology, build a knockoff Iron Man suit. Yes, pretty funny right there on that level. Who's the villain? Am I the only one who thinks every single actor in it is a terrible actor? No, you're not. It sounds like everyone phoned it in. How old is the protagonist supposed to be? She looks like she's about 45. Oof. Gee, I wonder if it'll be about racism. Is Marvel still woke? Genuine question. Yes, the answer is yes. So the show is about a black superhero joining a hood gang. Sounds quite racist. You can never appeal to these people well enough. So that's what they're doing here. Notice the marketing, by the way. They don't mention race. They don't mention DEI. They don't mention diversity. That's all they're doing. They're changing their marketing just to say it's iconic, to say it's great, say it's good, and then pretend like none of this stuff's in it while all that is still the major part of the content. This is about replacement Iron Man. They are lying, make no mistake, and that's it. So please, guys, check out our beautiful Phantom Pulse website. Get on this in the description below. Thank you guys so much for signing up and supporting us. This is where the real news is at. This is where the unfiltered news is at. We've been doing it, and we don't care what any of these studios think, which is a big deal. Nobody else has this out there, so check it out in the description below. Leave a comment. What do you think about this? Are you going to be watching Ironheart? Let us know. We'll be back soon.